Hi. So, it's been a very long time since I put up a deck profile. It's been since 2011. We are in 2016. A lot's happened since then. A lot has changed. I went through a lot of different main decks. The ban list has changed over and over again. All has changed. For one thing, monarchs not only came back, but are top tier. That's right. So top tier, in fact, that the most recent ban list, the ban list in August of 2016, raped the shit out of them. Not raped, but slowed them down so much. I personally have been running monarchs, and here's my deck profile for monarchs. It's a little something. Let's begin. First off, Ito, the Heavenly Monarch. What this guy does, when you normal summon it, you gotta special summon another squire from your deck, as long as it's not an Ito. Secondary effect is, wait, let me see the full effect. In defense position, this card's in the graveyard. You can banish one. Okay. You can also add it to your hand from the graveyard by banishing a monarch spell or trap card. It's a very good card. Normally use that to summon this guy. Eidos, the Underworld Squire. What this guy does is when you use normal or special summoned, you get another normal summon that turn. So, normal summon, special summon, additional normal summon, sack, summon. That's what this shit does. Second effect, when it's in the graveyard, you can remove from play, special summon a squire from your deck, from your graveyard to the field. So normally you do remove, special summon, effect, special summon, effect, second summon, sack, summon. Now, personally, I feel that's not enough squires to run. That you should run at least 2 more. So, I run this. What's his name? Whatever. The Rock Vestige. What this dude does is he allows you to special summon it by flipping a monster on your opponent's side of the field face down. So it's a good sacrifice summon. Let's see, and if this card is truly summoned, you can target one monster from your graveyard, one of these squires from the graveyard, and special summon it. So that's really good too. Big monsters. First things first. The first thing the damn ban list hit, what's his name? Ether, the Heavenly Monarch. I'll just call him Heavenly Monarch because I can't pronounce his name. When this is tribute summoned, you can special summon one tribute summon monster, 24 or 28 attack, 1000 defense, from your deck to the field. It has more effects. Let's see, what else? When you do that, you send 2 monarch spell attack cards from your deck to the graveyard. During either your turn or your opponent's turn, you can also sacrifice a monster to summon an additional normal summon. It's pretty good. It's pretty usable. That unfortunately got hit. This one didn't. The Underworld one. What's his name? Whatever. The Underworld Monarch. Basically, when there's a sacrifice summon should be summoned, target a card from their field, graveyard, or hand, return to the deck. Send 2 monarchs or spell attackers from the graveyard. Secondary effect. While this is in the graveyard, you can target a monster with 24 attack or 28 attack, or it's 24 attack or more, 1000 defense from your graveyard, and add to your hand once per turn. Do you know how broken that shit is? That means every fucking monarch is reusable. Mobius, the Mega Monarch. Just like all the others, sacrifice, summon, destroy up to 3 spell attack cards on the field. If it's a water monster that you tribute summoned, they can't activate those cards in response to it. Majesty's Fiend. 24 attack, 1000 defense, so it gets the stuff that works for monarchs. Its effect is, it cannot be special summoned, but monster effects cannot be activated. This is pretty good against a lot of different decks. Go against some Cosmos, fuck you. Go against, say, a lot of decks, this says fuck you too. Nextly, these are my techs. Archilord Christia, Vanity's Ruler. Vanity's Ruler's effects cannot be special summoned, but as long as it's on the field, your opponent cannot special summon monsters. This one, you can special summon it by having exactly 4 fairies in the graveyard. If not, whatever, it can be dormant summoned. While it's in the field, nobody can special summon monsters. Also, when it's into the graveyard, return to the hand. All in all, easy to get on the field because you sack summon. These two stay in the field and say, fuck you, you're not summoning shit. I have 1 duels because of these. Those are all the monsters. Let's go on to spells. First things first. Chency, or however you spell it, of Monarchs. Basically, the effect is reveal a monster in your hand with 24 and 1,000 defense or more, or 28 and 1,000 defense. Add 1 Monarch spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. You can only use 1 of these per turn. It's a good search card. You saw all those level 8 monsters, right? Trade-ins. Draw power. And with the dark one, that means you can recycle them shit. So these are free cards. Free draw cards. Domain of True Monarch. Its effects. First off, you can target a 8-star or a 6-star Monarch monster in your hand. It's not in those words, but and decrease its star level by 2. This is once per turn. You can, in addition, while you have a tribute summon monster in the field, your opponent can special summon monster from the extra deck. So, no synchro summons, no exceeds, no fusions, and no pendulums. In addition, it also has a skyscraper effect. If you have a tribute summon monster that's attacking a monster, you can make sure that your tribute summon monster gets 800 attack bonus. I've seen duels where people forget about that effect. Nextly, Return of the Monarch. When you tribute summon a monster, you get to add a Monarch from your deck to the hand. It's a good search. Lycium Monarch. Send one Monarch spell card from your hand to the graveyard, draw 2 cards. Secondary effect, remove from play to search for 3 Monarch spell traps, and then your opponent adds 1 to your hand. This, plus the searcher, means you get to choose anything. Oh yeah, there's a lot of other things. Rhoda, obviously. The heavenly thing, that's a warrior type, so use the search for that. Really easy. Monarch, Monarch, Stormfront. Yeah, this got limited to 1 and 2 as well. It's unfortunate. Basically, it's Soul Exchange. You attribute the opponent's monster, if it's your own, continue. It's not like Soul Exchange, where you can't attack that turn. It's just, give me yours, I sack, yeah. 1 for 1. Again, the Heavenly Monarch. Heavenly Squire. That's just 1 star. Use this, get to the field real quick. Whatever. Soul Charge. Very simple. Just get a couple monsters in the field, a little late game, change the entire game right then and there. This is another one of my techs. Card from Beyond. When you tribute summon a monster, that requires 2 tributes, draw 2 cards. So that's 2 free cards every time you tribute summon in this deck. Dark Hole, of course. Rakegi, of course, just in case you need to it. And then we have Strike of Monarch. Strike of Monarch. Tribute 1 monster with 5 stars or higher. That was normal summon, of course. Then target 1 face-up card on the field and get its effects. Then draw a card. You can also remove this from play to declare 1 attribute. All face-up monsters on your field become that attribute. So the Mega Monarchs have the effects that if you tribute summon a monster, if you tribute a monster and it has the same tribute as it gets an additional effect. So those cards are good for that. Now, lastly but not least, traps. First off, Vanity's Empties. Whatever the fuck. Vanity. Your opponent can't... Neither player can special summon monsters. Destroy this card when a card is sent from your field. From the field. Send two from your deck or field to the graveyard. So this is very good. It says, no special summon for you. Secondly, what was this? The Erupts. Basically, it's their version of Skill Drain. You have a tribute summon monster in your field, you get the effects of all other monsters in the field. Except for tribute summon monsters. Last but not least, Prime Monarch. This card allows you, first off, when you activate it, it's on the field. Sorry. When you activate it, you can send 2 Monarch spell trackers from your graveyard back to your deck, shuffle, and then draw a card. So it allows you to recycle and get an extra draw. Secondly, secondary effect. Once in the graveyard, remove from play 1 other Monarch spell trap, start to summon this. So it's an extra monster to summon. Anyway, that's the entire deck. It's pretty good for me so far. It's good. Alright. In addition to this being a deck profile, it'll be a quick little update for my channel. I'm not only going to do deck profiles now, I'm also going to do reviews and discussions on comic book movies and things like that. In addition to this video, I will additionally also do a video on Star Trek Discovery, the new TV show that's coming out. Part of that is going to be my thoughts of what they should do, or should have done. Because, yeah, anyway, thank you. See you next time. Peace.